in color. The continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington, Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington, James Douglas as Stephen Cord.
The Reverend Tom Winter is an expert at the fine art of putting one's house in order, as long as the house is not his own. Tonight, a young girl with a growing family crisis seeks him out. And once again, Tom Winter has to deal with a problem that he himself lives 24 hours a day: the disintegration of a marriage.
So you want answers?
If you've got some.
There aren't many of them. Not in a situation like this.
Well, then why don't we try something offbeat and kooky, like the truth?
Hey, thank you.
Sure.
Carolyn, you gotta understand that in a situation like this...
That sounds like the beginning of How to Talk to Young Children and Small Animals, Chapter 9. You'll understand when you grow up, dear. Everything will work out for the best, dear. Don't take it so hard, dear.
Did it ever occur to you that your mother might just possibly be trying to protect you?
From what?
Being hurt. Being hurt more.
That'd be a neat trick.
You seem to act as though you think your parents are getting a divorce just to punish you. Do you think it is easy for them to admit failure? Do you really think they want you to know how much they've hurt each other?
Because they don't love each other anymore?
That could be part of it.
Well, from what I can gather, that goes for half of the couples in this town, maybe even the world. But they don't all go rushing out and get divorced.
Sometimes divorce seems like the only solution.
They haven't tried any other solution.
Listen, Carolyn, I am not pushing for divorce, not in this case or any other case.
Well, you haven't done anything to stop it.
I talked to your parents,
I
both
know.
of them.
I know.
But it was past the time that I could do any good.
So you hung it up just like they did.
Would you want them to live a lie just to satisfy your needs? Just go through the motions just for your sake? When they feel all the reasons for their being together are gone?
Okay, well, one day, Daddy came home just the way he always did. And the next day, Mother was talking to a lawyer about mental cruelty. Oh, yeah, that's my father. Cruel. He's the cruelest man in town. You don't believe that any more than I do.
Just because they hung it up doesn't mean we have to. I'll talk to your mother again.
Well, you better talk fast.
Why?
Haven't you heard it's official? We're moving to New York.
When do you leave?
As soon as they finish dividing up the spoils. You know, you take the refrigerator, I'll take the television set. We'll flip for the lawnmower, and then we'll divide Carolyn horizontally or vertically. You know, it's funny. Whenever parents do anything that they know is wrong, they try to buy you off. This time it's luggage. Up to $200. That's groovy, huh? Me with a set of $200 luggage? You know, maybe if I cried a little or locked myself in my room, she might feel guilty enough to buy me a whole new wardrobe, you know, just to break in the luggage.
Why should your mother feel guilty?
Because I don't want to go to New York and she knows it.
Carolyn, doesn't that sound a little selfish?
Yes.
Then maybe you can understand her side. She needs you. Perhaps more than you need her. You're the only one she has now.
Well, maybe that's her fault.
Do you want me to work for a reconciliation or just stop your mother from taking you to New York?
I just want to know why. Why are they getting divorced, and why do we have to move to New York? And then maybe I'll stop acting like the fink of all time.
Now, this may sound cruel, but it's the truth. If your mother wants to live in New York, there's not much you can do about it. And the more you fight it, the worse you're going to make it for both of you.
Well, thanks, Reverend, for straightening me out. Let's see if I've got it straight. Honor thy mother and father, even if they are a few thousand miles apart. Be mature and adult, and try to understand. And if that doesn't work, just do as you're told. Well, I didn't have to leave the house for that kind of conversation.
Carolyn, I've been telling you the truth.
Part of it, the easy part.
What we have said to each other is between you and me.
And what they said is between you and them.
That's the way it has to be.
So, even if you know what's going on, what's really going on, you're not going to tell me. Well, I might be the think of all time, but you've just won the cop-out of the year.
I'll get it, honey.
Elliot, have Jerry leave them outside. We won't have room to turn around in here.
Okay, okay. Not Jerry, honey. It's Rodney. Come in, my friend. Welcome to chaos.
I thought you were the man with extra newspapers for packing. How are you, Rod?
I'm fine. It's true, isn't it? You really are leaving.
We really are.
You know, when I heard it, I didn't want to believe it. It's so sudden.
Well, in a way not. You know, Elliot's had these offers from other papers before, and this time, well, it seemed a good time to say yes.
We both need a change, Rod. Something to make us think ahead rather than back.
Couldn't I get you to stay a couple of extra days for the wedding?
We appreciate you wanting us there.
Well, Betty and I were both counting on it. Well, you know, with a second marriage, you don't think in terms of trappings. More just having some good friends there to wish you luck.
We wish you all the luck in the world. I mean that sincerely.
Can I get you to stay?
It's wiser to leave as we planned.